I'm going to switch. I know everybody can still see me. I'm going to switch to my screen. Well, we're here today to talk about the public image citation and how your club can qualify for that. First, we're going to start by talking about what is the citation, and it's really an award for any Rotary Club in District 7710 who does 5 public relations or 5 public image activities. That will qualify them to receive the citation. We're going to go over what those 5 activities need to be. We've got a number to choose from, so it's not like we have to do only 5. There's a nice variety that we can choose from. This citation is designed to help direct clubs towards ways that they can improve their image in the community. And it recognizes those clubs that in our district that are already doing positive public image activities in their community, and we also hope that it's going to encourage clubs that may not yet have developed a public image plan to do so. Why is public image important to our clubs? Well, having a strong public image ensures that communities around the world know that Rotary is a credible organization that meets real needs. So not only around the world, but even around the triangle, around your community, around your area, is getting that recognition that Rotary is doing something that is very credible and very important. We know that service above self does that, and we need to let other people know that service above self is what we're all about as well. When a Rotary Club has a positive public image, current members are motivated to be active and prospective members are eager to join. So it's really a win-win for everyone. So how can your club qualify? Well, what you need to do is take a look at the list, which we're going to be going over. I've also included an application that has all of this on it as well, and we'll provide the link to that or send it out to anyone via email if you have not seen that application. There are 3 required activities, and I think there's 7 additional activities, and you only need to do 2 of those. Clubs have from the beginning of the Rotary year, this year, which was July 1st, 2014, through June 30th to earn the citation. And really, any of your public image activities need to take place in that time frame. To qualify and to attend the D7710 award lunch that we're going to have, you must turn in your materials by May 1st, 2015, to me, the district PR chair. You can actually go through the end of the Rotary year and turn it in by July 15th. So that is an option. However, we are hoping that clubs that have already done these activities will turn them in by May 1st so that you can come to that award lunch. We will talk more about that award lunch a little bit later on this webinar. Let's go over the 3 required activities. And I am hoping that these are things that you've already done or that you already have planned, and it will be very simple for you to earn this citation with these 3 required activities. Number 1, organize a Rotary Day event that results in significant media coverage, engages your members, and offers the opportunity to promote your club and the Rotary Foundation. I know we have our Rotary Day event this week. It's coming up. And so I'm excited about being able to qualify for this one. All you need to do is, if you've had a Rotary Day event or you're going to have one before the end of your Rotary year, is to submit a report about your event with examples of the media coverage to me. And I will be providing my contact information. And again, that's due May 1st. So the first one is organize a Rotary Day event. The second required activity is to develop a public relations plan and submit it to me by May 1st. At the end of this webinar, I'm going to go over a public relations plan that I've put together to qualify for the citation. So we'll take a look at that. Your plan can be very simple. Hopefully, with the rest of your club, you've put together a plan. Hopefully, you've put it into the RI My Rotary website, and you can easily track it, as well as your following leadership to look back and see where you are with your public relations and overall club plan. So that's the second required activity. The third one is to define your club's signature activity, the one activity that you'd like your club to be known for in the community, and then to promote that to the public. I know a lot of clubs already have this signature activity. It might be something that you've been doing for years. So really just defining what that is or what you have been doing and then promoting it to the public. Now that doesn't mean you have to be in the News and Observer. Promoting it to the public may mean you're getting it into the chamber newsletter. You may be buying an ad. You may be doing something very simple. You may be announcing it at different organizations, different networking groups, those types of things. So as you can see, all three of these are pretty general. We're not saying that it has to be this and this and this. If you've got a question about whether or not you qualify for these three things, please contact me. And I was telling Newman that I'm not going to be a stickler about, you have to have all your I's dotted and the T's crossed. We want to make sure that you did these things, but if you have any questions, just be sure to ask instead of not submitting for it, because I do think a lot of our clubs have done these things, and you probably qualify already. So let's move on to the additional activities. Now out of these, you only have to pick two. The first one is to gain media coverage of an action-oriented service project. That can be any service project that you're doing during the Rotary year. Second, establish a club website or enhance your existing site using RI Brand Center. And that is going to the Rotary.org website, logging into My Rotary, and then going to the Brand Center and making sure that you're using the most recent Rotary wheel logo and some of the other things that have changed with our brand. And again, you can find that on the RI website. Next is to start or update an electronic club newsletter using Brand Center's identity guidelines again, and then making sure that you're publicizing it to non-Rotarians in the local media. I know many clubs are doing a club newsletter. Even my own club, we weren't always sending it to maybe our guests or the media, but we are starting that, and we're making sure that it's going to more than just Rotarians, but even in P-mail, just CCing the media, the local media, or guests that have visited, or other VIPs in your community that really need to know what Rotary is doing. The next additional activity that you can pick from is to use social media to publicize your club's activities, enhance public image, and recruit prospective members. I know that many clubs have a Facebook page, they're using Twitter, they're on Instagram, they may have a LinkedIn page that they put up there for their club, they may have a LinkedIn group. These are all social media channels that you can use to publicize your club's activities. If you're doing any of this, you qualify for one of the two additional activities. The next one is to hold at least one fellowship, networking, or collaborative event that is open to the public. Use the opportunity to introduce non-Rotarians to Rotary. That's something you've probably done. And, it really, again, this is pretty open. It can be any event where you have introduced a non-Rotarian to Rotary. The next one, have at least one media person as a member of your club. That's one thing we're striving for. We do get a lot of media involvement. They come to our meetings, but we don't have a member. So if you've got a member, that's an easy one for you to check off the list of having two of these additional activities. And finally, posting at least one project in Rotary Showcase. Again, that's on the Rotary International website. If you haven't seen that, go to the search area and type in Rotary Showcase. They do have a nice exclamation, I can't even talk. They explain it very nicely on the website. And if you've done a project, you can put it up there, and that will qualify you for the public image citation. So those, as you can see, are hopefully you have at least 5 things that you can qualify for. Again, those 3 ones that you definitely have to do, and then 2 from that other list. Submit it to me before May 1st. I will review it and get it to Sue Poss, who is our Zone 33 Public Image Director. You probably noticed by the name Zone 33 that this was initiated by Zone 33. We're trying to make it easier as a district so that you can get it to me and I can get it to Sue. And then you will be contacted and we will get you signed up for our lunch. And that's the next point on the slide, is we want to celebrate those clubs that qualify for this citation. We're going to be doing that with a lunch immediately following our Saturday, May 16th District Assembly in Cary. We're going to be at one of the restaurants nearby, so we're not going to have to go too far away. Like I said, it's going to be right after the District Assembly, probably starting around 12:30, and it's a free lunch. It's free for the club PR chair or other club member or the club president, probably whoever submitted the application and can be there, or if that person can't be there, they can send someone else. But this is a way we want to celebrate those that have taken the time to get this citation, to put the information together, and to be recognized for this award. You may have seen this, this brochure that's been going around from Zone 33. This is another way where they're talking about the public image citation and what you need to do to get it. There's a little bit more information here, but basically what I just went over is everything that's in here. I do have a link to the Zone 33 public image web page, where they also go over this, and I'm happy to send that to anyone as well. I thought it would be good to show you how my submission, my application is going to look for the award for the citation. So I'm sharing with you some of the things that our club did and what I'm going to be using to get the citation. And again, if you've got any questions about your own activities, please contact me. So we are having our Wakefield Rotary Day. We call it Get to Know Rotary. It was supposed to be on February 26th. We're actually going to have it this week on April 9th. Due to the snow earlier this winter, we had to postpone it. We had some great coverage already in the our Wake Weekly. We're one of the fortunate communities that still has a independent newspaper in our community, and they are very good about giving us coverage for our Rotary Club. In fact, I've invited the editor of the newspaper to come to our Get to Know Rotary Day, and she will be there this Thursday. But so they ran an article, as you can see right here on the page, for those communities that may not be able to get into a newspaper. The other item that I have on this slide is news from around town. That's actually from the Wake Forest Chamber of Commerce. So that's a good place to get your information out, especially if you are targeting business members. Our Chamber of Commerce has been great. In fact, we've had the Chamber executive as a Rotarian in our club. So I know not everybody can get media coverage, but even if you can get it into newsletters, the Chamber newsletter, and other places around town, that's kind of what we're looking for. So that's the first qualification. We also got into the Rollsville Buzz. This is a smaller newspaper in Rollsville. Rollsville doesn't really have a Rotary Club. It's a growing community, so we do have they're an audience for us, and so they ran this. So look at those communities surrounding your community. If there's not a Rotary Club, they'll probably run it as well for you. So the second item in which you can qualify is to have a plan. for your club, and that one is to develop a club public relations plan and submit it to your district public image chair. This is the plan for our club, Wakefield Rotary, and you can see it's very simple. This is one page, and these are our objectives for the year. Feel free to use this and customize it for your club. You know, I know not everybody may have the same goals. Again, this should be the goals that your president and the rest of your officers are all striving for as well. But if you are the public image chair or you're responsible for public relations, public image in your club, this is probably something that is going to be very useful. You know, try to make it measurable, and it's nice at the end of your Rotary year to go back and say, I did that, check that off the list. So I'm hoping that at least with the citation, if those clubs don't have a plan, they soon will, and that you'll be able to check all of these off the list, and even if it isn't your first year, maybe your second year, you can strive to meet all of these objectives and strategies and tactics. The third required activity is to define your club's signature activity, the one you'd like your club to be known for in the community, and promote it to the public. Being a new club, we were chartered in 2009. I started about 6 months after the club was chartered. We really worked to come up with what was our signature event going to be. And in 2013, we finally came up with it, and it is our Lucky 13. It's a reverse raffle and dinner that we have. The first year we raised about $5,000, and this past year this is going to be our third year in September, but this past last September, part of our Rotary year, we raised almost $8,000. So it's been very successful for us. We do get great coverage. This is an article that was in the Wake Weekly probably a week or two before our event. So this is kind of what I am hoping clubs will give us is, you know, they can show us any publicity that they've gotten and also just let us know what their signature event is and what they're doing with that. So those are the 3 required activities. Now I'm going to show you the 2 additional ones. Actually, I've listed 4 because our club has 4. You only have to provide 2, but I thought by listing 4 you can see some of the examples of what you could qualify for. So the first one is, one of the activities, the first one listed is gain media coverage of an action-oriented service project. Wakefield Rotary, and we just started this last year, and we're going to be doing our second one on May 3rd. This one actually doesn't qualify. I'm going to have to use the one that the news releases that we're doing for our May 3rd 2015 event. This is from 2014, but I thought it'd be a good example. We do the Purple Pinky for polio awareness at one of our big community events. It's called Meet in the Street. It's in historic downtown Wake Forest. There's vendors, there's activities, there's food trucks. It's put on by the Wake Forest Chamber of Commerce. So we will be there again, and the money that we raise, we actually use for, we give it to the polio fund for Rotary. So we got great publicity from this, and this qualified us for one of those extra activities. Another one that I think almost every club probably has is establishing or updating a club website using RI's Brand Center. We had a website, and we had to just make sure that we had the Rotary International, the new logo in there, and that we were following all of their branding recommendations. So this is a screenshot of our website, and we try to update it monthly and make sure that we're doing, you know, all the things that RI says in their Brand Center, as well as letting people know what we're doing as far as service in the community. So those are the 2 that we've got. And then I found another. This is another one that probably everybody has as well, which is start or update an electronic club newsletter using the current Brand Center guidelines. Publicize it to non-Rotarians in the local media. So this is our newsletter. We just recently updated it. You can see we have the Rotary logo on there, and I'm fortunate in my club that we have a newsletter editor that's not just me, and she does a wonderful job on this. So if you're doing this for your club, really I just need to see your newsletter. You can scan it, email it, send it to me however you like. And then the final one, use social media, or actually it says use social networking to publicize your club's activities, enhance public image, and recruit prospective members. This is our Wakefield Rotary Facebook page. I know a lot of clubs are using social media. Again, if you can send me the link to your Facebook page. I would like to make sure that you are publicizing some of your service activities, since that's what that additional point asks. It says, do publicize your club's activities. You'll see on this page, on our page, that we are promoting our Get to Know Rotary Day, which again is this Thursday. So I'd like to see an entry where you are promoting one of your events. But if you send it to me, I'll just scroll through your Facebook page and find that. So those are 4 of those additional 7 activities that you can actually pick from. And I hope that those who are listening to this can say, yeah, you know, I can do those 3. We've done them, or I've got an event coming up that qualifies us. And these other public image activities we've already done, or it's something I can easily do. I can post one of our projects on the Rotary Showcase. You can create a Facebook page overnight. So I'm hoping that, you know, there's at least 5 things that you found in this webinar today that makes you say, yes, I've got that, and yes, I can get this public image citation for my club. If you've got any questions or you need any other information, you can contact me. I've listed my contact information on this screen. I am the Public Relations or Public Image Chair until June 30th, 2015. And then Jim Lovejoy, who's also on the webinar today, is our new Public Image Chair, starting in the 2015-2016 Rotary year. And I'm very happy that he'll be taking over. It's been a great 3 years. But if you need to find his information, you can go to the database. I've listed information at the bottom. Instead of putting in my name, put in his name, or you could probably even just search by Public Image Chair or Public Relations Chair. And he will be happy to help you as well. I did see a brochure come out for next year, so I really think that these public image citations are going to be a thing of the future. We'll be having them hopefully for years to come, because it is really a nice way to recognize those clubs that are doing public relations, elevating their public image in the community, and also inspiring those who may think about doing but maybe they haven't. I know a lot of times when you know you can get a citation, you might take that extra step to and the effort to get that citation. So thank you for watching through those. I'll open it up for questions if anybody has questions about the public image citation. So everybody's good.
You did a good job of explaining it.
Well, I hope so. I will also put into my Dropbox some of these elements so that if somebody wants the plan or they want to see the different ways that the information was submitted, the articles, I can go ahead and put that, I guess, in Dropbox and just send a link. I think eventually we're going to have a Rotary Google, what's that called, Newman? I forgot what it's called. I want to say Google Docs, but I think it's something else. Newman may not be on anymore. But
I am on. Just muted. That's all right. It's Google Apps, which includes Google Drive, where we'll have all the documents for the district.
Okay, great. Google Drive, right? Okay.
Yes.
So we'll make sure, Jim, especially, that way you guys can have that for, future reference as well and be able to access it. I know not everybody's on Dropbox, but for now I'll put it there. I know that our Ken and Terry, who do our newsletter, I think they also do their club PR. They couldn't be on the call today, but they did say they wanted this information so that they could submit. I think once people see this, it's not so overwhelming. You can see that it doesn't have to be perfect. As long as you've done it, you can get it submitted, you can get that citation. Great.
Sounds good.